The aftermath of the dungeon incident starts spreading. A news article highlights An Yun-sung failing to identify the hunter who saved him from an A-class golem. His guild leader isn't happy, worried it'll damage Yun-sung's reputation. He advises him to just take the credit. But Yun-sung refuses. That mystery hunter saved his thief and asked for nothing. He insists on giving credit where it's due, even if no one knows the man's name. Meanwhile, the mystery hunter himself, Kim Ki-ryo, is having a revelation over a smartphone. Finally figuring out how to unlock it, he's blown away by Earth's technology. Access to unlimited knowledge, instant information. To him, Earthlings are geniuses. He spends hours researching and realizes he didn't technically break any laws at the gate. Still, it was too close a call. From now on, he decides, no more winging it. He heads to the Hunter Association, gets his official ID, and joins a beginner's training program. There, he receives a pixie glass analyzer, a device used to scan monsters and items. To everyone else, it's just a tool, but to him, a crude substitute for real magic. While others ignore the soil, Ki-ryo senses something deeper. Mana-absorbing minerals, rare and valuable, but completely overlooked by Earthlings. And then it hits him. Earth's awakened society is only 7 years old. They're decades, no, millennia behind. He's not just stronger, he's ahead of his time. And in this primitive, magical world, he might just be the most advanced mage alive. After discovering the mana-absorbing soil, Kim Ki-ryo realizes something important. Earth's knowledge of magic is still in its infancy. And even if he can't use spells yet, he can still get ahead, just by knowing more. A week passes. His health improves, but his problems pile up. Life as an F-class hunter is miserable. Weak monsters barely pay anything, and stronger ones are off limits. He's broke, stuck, and his injured body isn't helping. Then, an emergency alert blasts through his phone. A dungeon break in Mapogu. Confused but sensing danger, Ki-ryo evacuates with the crowd. He ends up near a police line where a massive B-class monster is rampaging. But trouble finds him quickly. A rude bystander shoves him, mocking him for being weak and F-class. Ki-ryo, humiliated and exhausted, doesn't fight back. That's when something unexpected happens. A familiar figure breaks through the crowd. An Yun-sung, the A-class hunter Ki-ryo once saved. Yun-sung rushes straight to him, grabs his hands, and bows deeply in front of everyone, thanking him for saving his life at the dungeon. The crowd stares in shock. The arrogant man who mocked Ki-ryo moments ago is now speechless, watching a national hero bow to the nobody he just insulted. And just like that, Kim Ki-ryo's quiet existence is about to get a whole lot louder. An Yun-sung, the rising A-class hunter, is shocked when he finds out that the man who once saved him, Kim Ki-ryo, is officially listed as an F-class. It makes no sense. Someone that powerful can't be F-class, right? Ki-ryo confirms it himself and offers a strange proposal. He wants to enter a C-class dungeon, not as a hunter, but as a porter, a role usually reserved for non-awakened civilians. All he needs is Yun-sung's help to legally get inside. Yun-sung agrees, though deep down, he's convinced Ki-ryo is hiding his true power. A cover-up, maybe? Whatever the case, they enter the dungeon, and the air changes immediately. Black trees, the smell of smoke, and the sound of something moving in the dark. That something is a fire bat, a small but deadly monster. While most hunters would prepare with weapons or magic, Ki-ryo calmly pulls out a bag of dirt, just dirt, He throws it at the monster, and it dies instantly. No flames, no struggle, just poof, gone. Yun-sung watches in disbelief. That dirt isn't ordinary. It's something else. Something only Kiryu understands. And when he asks why Kiryu uses items instead of his powers, the answer is simple. Because I can catch a C-class monster with my bare hands. But behind that confident smile, Kiryu is lying. He's not using magic. He can't. His powers are sealed, his body injured, and all he has is knowledge from another world. But on a planet that barely understands magic, that knowledge might just be his greatest weapon. Despite being unable to use magic, Kim Kiryu continues to maintain the illusion of power. When asked by Ahn Yun-sung why he doesn't use flashy skills, Kiryu spins a smooth lie. He's training himself to fight without relying on magic. To his surprise, Yun-sung is moved to tears, completely misunderstanding Kiryu's limitations as a noble choice to stay grounded and prepared for a future without powers. Rather than correcting him, Kiryu rolls with it. It's better this way. The real win, though. After a short hunting trip, Kiryu earns 1,000,001 by defeating firebats with nothing but soil, absorbent from the dungeon floor. Yun-sung, still impressed and grateful, offers to partner up permanently. Kiryu is cautious but accepts, reminding Yun-sung that he's the weak one. If danger shows up, he won't be able to save anyone. Yun-sung, once again misunderstanding, sees it as wisdom and humility. The two agree to team up regularly, with Yun-sung helping Kiryu get into higher-level gates as his porter. The next day, the duo heads to a newly discovered gate that's drawing attention. And for good reason. A mysterious new plant is rumored to be inside. Kiryu hopes it might help restore his magic. But just as they prepare to enter, a sleek black car arrives. From it steps Kang Chang-ho, an S-class hunter, one of the strongest in all of Korea. The crowd goes quiet. Even Ahn Yun-sung is visibly nervous. And then Kang Chang-ho looks directly at Kiryu. At first, it seems like a coincidence, but then the S-class hunter turns back, staring, unwavering. Kiryu, startled, pretends not to notice, but the sound of footsteps on grass draws closer. The most powerful man in Korea is walking straight toward him. Why? Kim Kiryu was just trying to check out a new gate when an unexpected figure appeared. S-class hunter Kang Chang-ho, one of Korea's most powerful, yet most controversial hunters. At first, it seemed like a random glance, but then Kang Chang-ho started walking directly toward Kiryu. Your name? Kim Kiryu. What's your rank? Even Ahn Yun-sung, an A-class hunter, tried to intervene, but Chang-ho ignored him completely. Something about Kiryu had caught his attention, and he wasn't hiding it. Despite being told Kiryu is F-class, Chang-ho clearly didn't believe it. He smirked, unconvinced. Why? Because even injured, Kiryu's magical presence radiated strength, something only a high-level awakened could sense. Just as things got tense, Yun-sung suddenly interrupted with an excuse. Hyung, we're late for an appointment. He pulled Kiryu away before anything more could happen. Once safe, Yun-sung explained, Kang Chang-ho isn't just powerful, he's dangerous. There are rumors of assault, violent behavior inside gates, and even a family scandal involving corporate betrayal after his parents died. And those dragon eyes? They're a rare item you swallow to gain magical sight. That sparked a wild idea in Kiryu. Could he buy a magical lung to restore his own power, Unfortunately, the cost of dragon lungs, 2.6 billion won. Kiryu nearly fainted. The next day, he researched more. While much of the info online was tabloid trash, the official articles confirmed it. Chang Ho was reckless, rich, and controversial. Trying to shake it off, Kiryu hailed a taxi to enjoy some much-needed food. But fate had other plans. Crash! A red sports car slammed into their taxi. When Kiryu stepped out, sore and stunned, the driver of the flashy convertible slowly emerged. It was Kang Chang-ho. Wearing sunglasses, calm as ever, he strolled up to Kiryu and said, "Hello, F-Class Hunter Kim Kiryu. Let's exchange contact numbers." What does this guy want now?